Hi everybody, my name's Annie, and I'm actually breaking away from just doing gameplay videos, and I'm going to do a review video. Last night I was out shopping with my husband at the local Walmart Supercenter, which is a pretty main grocery store here in St. Louis. And I saw this. This is Banzai, how do I put this? Banzai Shrimp and Avocado Roll. It costs $5 for 15 pieces. We live kind of in a sushi-starved area where I'm at. I'm in a town called DeSoto, and there's only 6,000 people here. We have to drive about an hour to get sushi. It comes, this is what it looks like when it's frozen. This little wasabi pack right here has 2.5 grams of wasabi, which doesn't really seem like a lot. And this is just like your standard packet of what you would find at a takeout Chinese place, I guess. And then you've got your frozen solid stuff there. So I'm going to put this back in the box. There's 3 ways to defrost it. The package has been microwaving in a certain way. Putting it in the refrigerator for a couple hours, I believe. I can actually read it. I should read it because I'm reviewing it. You could put 4 to 6 pieces on it from the tray, put it on a plate, microwave on high power for 20 seconds, turn over and microwave for an additional 20 seconds, and then continue microwaving on high in 15-second intervals. And they said the rice should be slightly warm and the center should be tender to the touch. Is it? I don't know. Room temperature, you put it on room temperature. You take the desired number of pieces out of the tray, put them on a plate, cover, and thaw for 2 hours. They suggest you take the tray with you to work or school, and by lunchtime it's ready. And then the water bath method, where you submerge the sealed tray in cold water for 30 minutes, which is what I did, except it was more like an hour because I was busy streaming a video gameplay. And you're supposed to, for best results, consume immediately after thawing, cover leftovers, and refrigerator up to 24 hours. Do not refreeze. So that's pretty standard for anything that's frozen. Serving size is 5 pieces. Servings per container is 3. Calories 160. So if you eat the entire thing, by my math, you're getting about 480 calories, which isn't a huge meal. I mean, it's less than a Big Mac, which comes in, I believe, at 560 calories. So you could do worse. I went ahead and well, let me pause for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I did the water bath method where I did the entire tray. I mixed the wasabi packet up with the soy sauce packet, and I got this much. You can see is really, and it doesn't seem like a lot to me. I always typically have to stir it a few times to get it to incorporate. It didn't come with pickled ginger, which I really love. So I also bought some pickled ginger at Walmart. I just added it myself. But this is what it looks like on a plate. Let's see. Like that. And as you can see, it's a pretty fair amount. This is a standard size plate, and it kind of fills it up. If I put my wasabi mixture back. For $5, I think this is a really generous amount. I don't know what it tastes like yet, but as far as the amount of food you're getting and what kind of food it is, it's seafood. As long as it's edible, my expectations aren't going to be restaurant quality because, you know, it's frozen food for Walmart. But I'm really curious to see if it is edible. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a try right now. Just grab a piece. Like I did thaw it for over the amount of time that they suggested. I'm having trouble grabbing it. Okay. And dip it in there with wasabi. Now this I think this stuff is still frozen. So maybe the water bath method isn't the most. I'm having a real hard time picking it with sushi. You just dropped it. I usually don't do that with sushi. Okay. I don't know if it's because of the rice or because it's partially frozen, if it is. But I actually do know how to use chopsticks, and I usually do better than it than this. So these are actually, in the state they are right now, hard to grip with chopsticks. So I'm going to go ahead and try it. Okay. I'm going to try my... Sorry. Let me go ahead and pause while I clear out my mouth. Okay, I just finished my first piece, and I had to chew for a few seconds after that. The seaweed is kind of chewy, which you kind of expect with sushi. It was a full mouthful. It wasn't fully thawed. It had like a little crystalline texture inside the shrimp. That said, it's not bad at all, really. Considering I got it from a supermarket, I only paid $5 for a full meal, and this is a full meal. Well, with my appetizers. I have to say I'm pretty impressed with it. It actually has a little taste of seaweed, the essence of the sea from the shrimp. There's a little bit of creaminess from the avocado. The seaweed flavor came through, and the rice, the texture's a little off, but that's because it's still frozen partially. I think the thawing instructions for the water bath, at least, are way off. And you want to put it in for longer than that. Probably putting it on the counter for 2 hours would be the best. The amount of wasabi you get is not even close to being adequate. Not for my taste anyways. But you can buy these guys pretty cheaply. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was available at Walmart. And the ginger, I think, is critical for a sushi meal. You can buy that at Walmart too, at least my Walmart. I think most stores, it's not hard to come by. Just go to the Asian area and you'll find both of these. So I'm going to be mixing up more wasabi and more soy sauce. Since all of these ingredients are really easy to come by, I came by them in, St. Louis. Well, Arnold, Missouri, which is where we were shopping at the time. I would have to say that if you like sushi and you're maybe on a budget, or you live in an area like I do where it's really not easy to come by, or really you just want to take something to work and you don't have time to go to a sushi restaurant, this might scratch that urge. It's not bad. So, Banzai, I think you did a good job. I would recommend this. So, I hope some of this is useful. I have not received this product for free, or Banzai doesn't know who the heck I am, doesn't really care. But I'm going to continue to buy their products as long as I can find it, because this is pretty good. And when I come home from work, gives me something else to eat besides just McDonald's or whatever. I get off work at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I work 10-hour days with a 2-hour commute, so I'm out of the house for 12 hours. When I come home, I don't feel like cooking dinner. So this gives me another option. I could just, thaw it out all day in the refrigerator and just have it when I come home. So I'm glad I found it, and I hope you give it a try and like it as much as I do. Now, this isn't going to be like gourmet sushi from a real sushi restaurant made by a chef. So don't have that expectation. But if you're okay with, say, like supermarket sushi, I think this is actually slightly better than that. The rice, the texture of the rice in parts where it was thawed is actually pretty good. And it's rolled in seaweed and sesame seeds, and the seaweed actually has a little bit of chew, which I like. So it's really not bad. So thanks for watching this, and I hope some of you might be moved to try it. Thank you. Goodbye.